Tzeporah Berman. I've talked with many of you about the need for progressives to stop trying to fight bad projects with policy recommendations. That we need to start fighting infrastructure with infrastructure, to start getting concrete. You know, they talk about pipelines and a specific number of jobs, and we talk often generically about windmills and butterflies. And it seems to me like we need to pick. So I guess in your last minutes, I'm asking you to pick. If we're going to rally around projects in this country where we say we'll create this many jobs and we'll push the country in the right direction, what is it? Where is it? What does it look like?
Let's address that question first, the idea of where our focus should be put.
So I'll start with cellulosic ethanol. We have an enormous amount of agricultural and forestry waste in this country. I also argue that people like building biofuels can build plants that generate better IRRs than a new oil and gas field. The amount of cellulosic ethanol we can build in this country, we could go full tilt and put more capital into cellulosic ethanol for the next 20 years than we're planning on putting into the tar sands, and we still wouldn't run out of cellulosic biomass. So that's one good option. I have others. But I agree with you entirely that creating an alternative, saying here's a project we can build that generates profits, that hires workers, that generates scalable amounts of energy, so it's not kid stuff, is exactly what we need to put in front of the energy incumbents and say, stop around, you've got an option. Because right now they're saying, I don't see an option that scales. So I think that's exactly our challenge.
Bruce?
Yeah, and I think it's a great question, Tzeporah. I really think that we are going to, in the future, see a much more electrified society. And in order to facilitate that, and to get to some of the questions that Tom raised, is investing in smart grids in Canada. And so it's a stronger, it's a major national infrastructure investment that comes right down to the local level, that involves a lot of new technology that facilitates storage, facilitates bringing on new kinds of technology, and helps us reduce our reliance on fossil fuels.
Excellent. So let's have a quick answer to the